It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw a football. That's something I could do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But he's even more impressive when their body's on the field, and he's creating with big throws downfield.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. On the slant, this is Chark. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he goes out right around the 39. That one goes for 8 yards.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and a couple. Herbert off of play action. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Now Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And out across midfield down to the 45. 25 yards that time.
I tell you what, if this is any quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, I'm telling you how this is an ill-advised throw. But 15 is so good on the move with all those different arm angles and releases that all I'm saying now is that's a gorgeous play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
They'll run it now with Gray. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Darius Davis on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
I like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Shoves him away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw to Disley. And he's just got barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Here's Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Josh Palmer, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass to Josh Palmer. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Mahomes now on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 10 on a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Herbert on first down now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Herbert got to get him to the line in a hurry. From the 29, Herbert. Again, that's Hurst. And shedding him off, now open field. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert back to the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. On first down, it's Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Josh Palmer 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
And tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Second down and 3.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
And that's to the left side.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Here's Mecole Hardman taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he's flushed out right. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
If it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action.
That's going to be caught downfield by Chark.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Able to get away. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vidal. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Here's Hardman on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Award that tackle for loss to the linebacker, Denzel Perryman.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They run once more with Edwards. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Mahomes now to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Herbert and the Chargers down by 2 touchdowns. Just under 2 minutes to go. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order.
Run!
Throwing, Herbert. That's caught by Palmer. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Herbert to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the outside.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's 1st down. Herbert. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Shark's got it left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Now Herbert. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for